What happened?
You got it the wrong way.
Oh, we good?
Yep.
Did everybody get to see you?
Yes.
I tricked her. Got a little Shelby. All right, here we are. Day 40. Holy crap. So I've been saving up on this one, all right? I know I said quarantine in French is still quarantine in an earlier episode, but we're going to explain it tonight because there's a lot to talk about on this one because it's all French. Might as well call it the, what do we want to call it? Let's call it the French episode, Quarantine Cocktail Spectacular. That's Quarantine Cocktail Show in French. And I'm going to tell you about all the Paris stuff we're doing tonight. Oh, there's a reason. Come on in. Anybody figure out the clue, by the way? I mean, could not have been any easier. I mean, it was, for goodness sakes, a sidecar. Now, classic cocktail. Goes way back, prohibition drink. But before we get to the drink, the quarantine. Now, the reason 40 is a big deal, and I almost talked about this early on in the beginning, and I held off on it. And the reason I held off is I thought, what if we actually get to the 40th episode? And here we are. So, the word quarantine actually has French and Italian roots. Forget about Italian roots. We're going to talk about the French roots of the word because that's our drink tonight. So, the word quarantine actually comes from the French word quarantaine, and quarantaine, actually the root word of that is quarante. Quarante is the word 40 in French, and the word quarantaine is translated, means a period of 40 days. So, yeah, oh yeah, this is all true. So a quarantine, the English adapted that word, but the reason it's tied to 40 days, there's a lot of historical stuff. We're not going to get into all of it, but go religious if you want. 40 days, Lent, Jesus, fasting, that 40-day period was very significant. You know, that's, again, we still have Lent based off of 40 days. You can go a little further in history. Even in 1500, there was a quarantine period in Middle English, and what they did with that was the amount of time a widow was allowed to stay in her dead husband's house before she had to move out. It was 40 days. Go later, when ships would come into harbors, especially in Europe, they would be quarantined, and that meant that they had to stay on the ship for 40 days. So, long way around of saying this. Here we are, day 40 of the Quarantine Cocktail Show, and we can officially say, historically, we have actually just gone through a real quarantine. Okay, that was it. All right, and in tradition and celebration of that, we're going to do a French drink tonight. We're going to do the sidecar. Now, the sidecar, all right. What do you need to know about the sidecar? Well, let me tell you about it. Go back to about 1920s, all right? Now, as every cocktail, there's always versions of it. Now, I'm going to give you two versions of this, both coming out of Paris. Now, the base of the story is the same. It was named after a bartender was serving a gentleman a drink, and he always came to the bar in a sidecar, you know, motorcycle, like that's it. That's where the name came from. The debate is who actually made it if it was in Paris. Here are the two stories, and you'll like both of these. The first person, Harry Macalone. Now, you know Harry Macalone already. We've talked about him. Harry's New York Bar in Paris. Remember, home of the Bloody Mary? Already did this. Well, some people give him credit and said he was the one who made this drink, the sidecar. But then there's the other side of the story, and they say that it was Frank Meyer. Frank Meyer, 1920s, same time period, he was working at the Ritz Paris Hotel. And some people say he was the one who actually made this drink. It's out of Paris, it's French, we're gonna drink it tonight, it's delicious, here we go. So, what do you need? Now, another funny thing, kind of intentional, but this drink was not meant to be. all the drinks, most of the drinks we've done all week, if you've noticed, have been sours. Well, guess what? This is actually another sour drink. This one, as far as the sour goes, again, remember, 4-2-1, 4 parts strong, 2 parts sour, 1 part sweet, same thing. Except I forgot my, hold, follow me, stay here, whatever. I forgot my sweet. Besides Shelby,
Nice save.
got it. See, it wasn't bad. Simple syrup. So we got to have our sweet too. See, boom, boom, boom. So, 4 parts, 2 parts, 1 part. Now we've got 2 alcohols that we're doing tonight. The first, what we're going to go with is cognac. Now, what is cognac? Cognac is basically just brandy, but it's kind of like, you know how you can have champagne, but real champagne is from Champagne. Well, cognac is brandy, but it's from cognac. And specifically, it's just white distilled wine that makes the brandy, but when the grapes and everything's from cognac, this is what you get. So we're going to go 1 part of our cognac. Next, you're coming in with your Cointreau. Again, even part. Now, just a little. You can, if you want, you can do a Grand Marnier, whatever. Again, everybody that typically makes this drink says that the Cointreau is a little better because it's a little sweeter, it's more pure of an orange liqueur. When you get into Grand Marnier, you're getting an orange liqueur brandy, so it's a little stronger, a little harsher. So, then we're coming in with our lemons. I've doubled this, by the way, folks, so we need 1 ounce per each one. I'm going to tell you again, it's about 2 lemons. Yeah. Now, do you want another fun fact here, folks? Because as much as they give credit to Harry and also to Frank Meyer for creating this drink, there's actually somebody that you have to give true credit to for this drink. And that, my friends, no, it's, if somebody said Papa, Ernest Hemingway, God bless you, I love you, but no, it was before. You got to go back to 1862. Little guy that happened to like have white rats and do all that stuff. Oh yeah, Jerry Thomas. Last night, remember? So a lot of people actually give him credit to this drink. Why do they give credit to him? Because of this. He actually created the brandy crusta, and the brandy crusta is almost the same drink. It's just a little fine-tuned. That didn't have the Cointreau in it. So they give credit, you have to give credit to Jerry Thomas for this one. Now, last thing we needed was our simple syrup. Again, so we're just going to go 1 on this. That's it. Emergency. Don't worry, folks. We're not there yet. That's close. Give it a big shake. So we're learning, folks. There it is. Now come back to your glasses. Now I told you, want those chilled. One thing I mentioned about these drinks was that it was really based off of Jerry Thomas's brandy crusta. The reason it was the brandy crusta is that there was a crust of sugar on the rim. Now we're going to do a little different. Here's our sugar, not salt, sugar. We're going to come in, if you can imagine this, folks, this hot little packet, Emergency. Super orange, super delicious, super healthy. Emergency, thanks for not sponsoring our program again this evening. So we're going to put that in there. Then we're going to go back to these glasses. Now, when you're doing your glasses, this is a drink where they actually say only to do half of the rim. Sorry, I didn't want. And then we're just going to come and get just about half. Look at that. Oh, where did I, oh, there it is. There it is. Whew. Oh. All right, now you can come in with that beautiful sidecar. Strain it. And yet one more sour for the week, but quarantine style. Give this a little nice. See, if you do it right over top, you can get that nice. Little spray. Oh, literally in my eyes. Fantastic. It's delicious. You gotta do one of those, and then there it is. Oh, that one's prettier. Hold on. Gotta make sure they're both gorgeous. Whatever. So there you go. The sidecar. Eau de France, right? We're quarantined up. We're 40 days. It is official. Another little thing to think about when you're drinking this one tonight, folks. This is actually a priced little beverage. Depending on what you use to make it, this can be astronomically priced. Matter of fact, at the Paris Ritz, this is still on the menu, and it's actually on the list in the Guinness Book of World Records. And this was recent, like in the 2000s, where they reintroduced it with a champagne cognac. And the price tag on this, it's one of the most expensive drinks in the world. It averages right around $1,600 a glass. You're getting it here for free, because I love you. Let me give it a little taste here. Ooh, it's like Kool-Aid. Honest to goodness, it's really sweet. Little bite, so good. Not a big cognac drinker, but it's delicious like this. So there you go. You're quarantined up. You've done your full 40 days. See, nobody said this, but you see all these states, they're starting to say, hey, it's time to get back out. It's all part of the plan. It's 40 days. It's just how it's supposed to be. It's not going to happen. Anyway, don't worry about that, because guess what? We're not going anywhere. We're going to be here tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Friday. It's day 41. We'll have something great planned. I hope everybody's doing well in their quarantine situations. Cheers to you all.
Clink.
Till tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. Are we still live? Mm-hmm. Are we still live? Mm-hmm. Hold on a second. I have a shout out, and I don't know to who. This was received in the mail. Proof. Maple bacon. What's funny is my alcoholic Facebook page, this pops up all the time, and I've been curious about it. Somehow it showed up at our front doorstep. No name, no nothing. Whoever it was, thank you. We love gifts. And I'm going to do something with that bad boy and see if we'll be on the program. So anyway, again, shout out to everybody. Thanks. Love you. Good night.